Three oil tankers just got attacked in 24 hours, and the U.S. just hit back with 80 targets. This is escalating fast. Yo, what's up, guys? So I've been glued to my phone for the last hour because this Iran situation just went from 0 to 100 real quick, and I'm not exaggerating. Grab your coffee, let's get into it. So here's what actually happened. In under 24 hours, 3 commercial oil tankers got attacked near the Strait of Hormuz. That's the narrow water passage where like a fifth of the world's oil ships through every single day. One tanker just got hit out of nowhere, probably a drone or missile. Second one's actually bigger news. A Qatari LNG tanker headed toward India got hit, and Qatar came out and directly blamed Iran for it. Third one, UK's Maritime Trade Office confirmed a drone attack too, though that one was smaller. No casualties, ship kept moving. Now here's the thing, everyone thought there was a ceasefire between the US and Iran. There wasn't, not really. It was more like a 60-day understanding, a temporary let's not shoot at each other deal, while they tried to work out an actual long-term agreement. Sanctions, Iran's nuclear program, oil exports, U.S. military presence, none of that got fully resolved. So when talks got stuck, tensions started building right back up, and boom, this happened. The U.S. is calling this a straight-up breach of that understanding. Iran saying the same thing back at them, you broke it first. Classic he said, she said, except with warships involved. Now, why attack commercial tankers instead of like a U.S. military ship? This is what's called asymmetric warfare. Instead of directly confronting the U.S. Navy, which Iran obviously can't win, they hit merchant shipping. Why? Because it spikes oil prices worldwide. It spikes insurance costs for every country importing oil, including places like India. And it shows off military capability without triggering a full-blown war. It's pressure without direct confrontation. And honestly, Iran's kind of built for this. The northern side of the whole Strait of Hormuz is Iranian territory. They've got fast attack boats, anti-ship missile batteries lined up right along the coast. They've got plant and naval mines. They've got armed drones. So flexing in that specific stretch of water is basically their home turf. So how do U.S. respond? Big time. U.S. Central Command hit over 80 targets, drone large sites, Iran's air defense batteries, missile infrastructure, radar systems, naval bases, and more than 60 boats belonging to Iran's Revolutionary Guard. That is not a small response. That's a real signal. On top of military strike, the U.S. also pulled back something Iran actually needed, an oil export waiver. Basically, Iran was quietly allowed to sell some oil to keep its economy breathing a little. That waiver's gone now. Full sanctions are back on Iranian oil, on any shipping company that transports it, on insurers covering those ships, even on banks handling the transactions. That's a direct hit to Iran's economy, not just their military. And here's why that oil piece actually matters globally. Iran sits on close to 9% of the world's proven crude oil reserves, and they've got the second largest natural gas reserves on the planet after Qatar. So when news like this drops, oil prices don't just twitch, they jump. We saw crude jump 5 to 7% within a day, and that ripples out fast. Indian stock markets opened down 400 to 500 points the same morning because everything's connected. Oil, trade, inflation, all of it. Iran's already calling this an act of aggression and saying they're going to respond in a big way. So the real question now is, does this stay contained, or are we watching the start of something way bigger? Look, I'll be honest with you, I've seen a lot of these flare-ups calm down before, but this one, with tankers getting hit and sanctions coming back, this one feels different. I'll keep tracking it. Drop a follow if you want the next update the second it happens.